Yeti. How are you? Hope you're fine. This is the Shy Yeti Show.
Okay, where you go?
Why have I got horns?
Oh no.
Oh, it's the Shy Life Podcast.
Oh, there's going to be some drama ahead.
All I wanted was a pie, and then I hatched out of an egg.
Okay, bring the mic over. He's ready to record.
Is it metaphorical? Is it deep?
Can you hear me okay?
I can.
Boy, he's not all that shy, is right.
You're such a wimp.
Blimey, Governor, it's the Shy Life Podcast.
Oh my goodness.
Hello, Paul.
Quack, quack, quack.
I don't know how he does it.
Excellent. 741.
741. Bonjour et bienvenue au podcast The Shy Life.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Shy Life Podcast with me, Paul the Shy Yeti. How are you doing? I'm all right. So what's this episode going to be about? Well, it's a bit of a different episode. It's a side of the Shy Life Podcast that you're probably not aware of. But I'll tell you exactly what's going to happen. We'll be meeting 4 people you've never met before. But yeah, let's run the theme music. When we come back, I'll explain exactly what's going on. Run that theme music.
Darling, it's the Shy Life Podcast.
My favorite person is here.
Keep it rolling.
Yes, but it's a positive thing, Paul. The highlight, the Shy Life.
I'll go anywhere for a potato.
Delicious.
Hello, Cappers. How are you?
Go Shy Yeti.
Oh my, he hasn't found out my secret. I think he has.
I love the Yeti test. It's my favorite thing.
If you thought that was bad, just listen to this.
Yeah, I'm strangely drawn to Yeti Uncle John's ankles as well.
I could eat my body weight in crisps.
Has anyone seen my hot sausage?
It's all gooey and meaty and yum.
It was enormous.
I don't think I'm ready to speak about it.
Here comes the grizzly.
It's the Shy Life Podcast.
I can't wait for it to begin.
Alright, it's alright. I'm just being an alien.
I like that.
Hi there.
Marvelous, Paul.
Looking back, no nothing about anything.
So, Paul, is today the day? It is, Cromitty, yes. I need to explain to the listeners, though, what I'm going to do. Oh, Paul, I wish you'd let me go with you. No, it's really best that I do this by myself. Oh, Paul. Look, so listeners, as I was saying, this is a side of the show you're not really aware of. Ever since we sort of got rid of the yoga vampires, well, we were helped. Ever since that happened, we've been very careful to sort of keep a regular check on the area. We've got contacts that we speak to every 3 or 4 months, just to kind of make sure that, you know, what sort of supernatural forces have been seen in the area, and just get an update. And really, we're particularly thinking about the yoga vampires, of course. Of course, if there are any new troubles, then we'd also want to know about that. I mean, as well as the yoga vampires, I guess we're also sort of keeping an eye out for demons, for the return of Wilson Comet, for instance. I mean, goodness knows if we'll see him again. But, Yeti Uncle John sometimes gets sort of all sorts in his taxi. But if they're getting taxis, they're usually okay. It's the ones that skulk about or do yoga that we're particularly worried about. Anyway, so I tend to like to go by myself. I sort of wear like a big duffel coat with a big hood, and I just go and speak to them and just ask each of the contacts, has anything been seen? Now, I mean, some would say, well, why couldn't you just do it in an email? Well, it's best to do it in person, I feel, anyway. Yes, Paul, but you haven't told the listeners something else. Yes. We've had a rumour that one of the contacts is not who they appear to be, and may even be working for one of our enemies. At the moment, we can't be sure which of them. Now, I don't know their actual names. They're not called John or Peter or Susan or anything like that. They're just literally known as Mr. X, Mr. Mystery, Mr. Question Mark, and Mr. Who. Yeah, I don't think they can copyright that. And one of them is potentially not the same, is not a genuine contact. I don't know if the original person has been replaced or the original person has changed sides. But anyway, Cromitty has an idea. Yes, Paul, it's all ready. It's all set up. Yes. Now, I'm always wearing a baseball cap. Even with my duffel coat, I'll be wearing a baseball cap. But in the baseball cap, there is a little camera. So as I talk to each of our contacts, my hat will record their image, also their voice print, and Cromitty, when I get home, should be able to tell me which is which. And then, well, we know who to trust and who not to trust. It's a very sort of strange situation anyway, because the contacts themselves are sort of supernatural beings in their own right. Just they're on our side, or at least they're certainly meant to be. Anyway, I've got to get going. Paul, you won't let me come with you, will you? No, Cromitty. I need to go out there. I can just do it quicker, and I'll just go and speak to each of the 4 people. Yes, Paul. Be careful. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. All right, listeners. So we're going to head out now. So maybe just listen to some music or something. When we come back, we'll be seeing the first of the contacts, who is known as Mr. X. Yes. All right. I'll see you outside in a few moments, and I hope we can work out which one of the contacts is the traitor. Yes, Paul. Oh goodness, which is the traitor and which is the faithful? You've been watching too much TV. You can talk. All right then, let's go. Okay, listeners, right. We're out and about. We're a little bit sort of east of Yes Uncle John's Magpie Hut, and also east of where Ix UFO is parked. But we're near the canal. It's relatively quiet, except for the odd cyclist and the odd jogger. If you remember, Toppy and I were walking around this area when we saw a load of runners go past, who we quickly detected were vampires. So this is an area where vampires have been sighted. I mean, just not recently, hopefully. But anyway, I'm waiting for Mr. X to emerge. Not quite sure. As I say, each of the people I'm meeting are supernatural beings in their own right. So don't be surprised if they're not like you and I. I mean, it's nice to have some diversity on the show. Mr. X is, how can I describe him? I'd say he's a sort of, like a sprite, a sort of, yeah. I mean, I don't see him very clearly because he's also wearing a cloak. But yeah, he's a sprite. He has a very musical voice. If he's running a few minutes late, hopefully he'll be here soon. Just trying to kill some time until he shows up. Read you a poem, maybe? No, it's fine. He'll be here in a moment. I can see somebody coming now. This might be him. Hello, Mr. X. How are you?
I'm fine. What you doing here today?
Well, I've just come to, just our regular meetup. I just wanted an update on whether you've seen any sort of malignant forces, yoga vampires, any vengeful demons, any werewolves with a grudge, anything like that.
No yoga vampire spotted, but there was a vengeful demon some time ago. I think he was working in Kappa shop, Kappa market, whatever you call it, but he vanished for some time, so it's all clear now.
Yeah, we knew about him. His name is Wilson Comet. In fact, we did encounter him. We didn't realise until quite late on that he was a demon, but there was some bad blood between he and another of our group who is a demon, but not a vengeful one. It's kind of been resolved, at least for now. But well, I'm glad that's all you've seen. How are things otherwise? How is life as a sprite?
Oh, it's pretty quiet and boring lately. You know, there's not many sprites around, so I'm a bit lonely. By the way, are you famous or something? Because I think I recognize your voice.
Well, no, not. I wouldn't say famous. I mean, we're not really supposed to reveal our true identities, but you may have heard me if you listen to podcasts. But I really shouldn't say any more. But I very much value your expertise, though. I mean, you've got a very unique voice. Perhaps you should consider podcasting.
Oh no, I'm not good with technology. Technology is weird. Sometimes I watch TV and it's getting crazy around me. You know, as a sprite, I'm kinda go through things, so waves and radiation from my body is interfered with all the devices, so it's better for me to not use them.
Oh yeah, I guess so. If you've got that sort of, I don't know, those sorts of vibes and forces in your own body, then yes, I could see how it could play havoc with technology, and you don't want that. And also, you know, the cost of living rising and that sort of thing, electricity and everything, it's more expensive. I don't know. Still, well, I suppose I better move on. I've got to speak to one or two other contacts. I just be careful, because we are aware of at least one malignant force, or at least a force that's working for one of our enemies, and So we know they may not be in plain sight, but we do know that they're somewhere. But I guess if they're hiding, then that's something. But do be careful, won't you, Mr. X?
I think as long as there is no Ghostbusters, I'm safe.
Oh well, can a Ghostbuster ghost a sprite? I mean, it's not quite the same. I mean, I do have a contact who is an actual ghost. In fact, I have one or two friends who are actual ghosts. But oh well, I guess as you say, these people with technology, they can still cause trouble. So do look after yourself.
Thanks for caring.
No, it's fine. Come on. Well, I must go. You take care, and I'll speak to you again in another 2 or 3 months.
Sure.
Thank you for looking out for trouble.
No problem. Pleasure is mine. Be careful.
I will do. Bye-bye now. Goodbye. Come on, listeners.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Come on, listeners. He's a nice chap, that one, isn't he, Mr. X? Yeah. I find his voice very soothing somehow. I feel like he's going to break into song. It's a bit like, those close harmonies they used to do with Queen, the band Queen. Yeah, I feel like, we're going to suddenly get a sort of a medley of Queen's greatest hits or something. But anyway, come on now. Let's just head on to the next rendezvous point. Actually, perhaps a little bit of music. I've got a little way to go, and as you know, I'm not the fastest these days. But okay, right. Back in a moment. Hi, listeners. Back again. I'm just about to reach the next rendezvous point, which is actually near the top of a hill. Thankfully, it's not too windy today. But the next contact is a gentleman known as Mr. Mystery, and he's actually an android, I believe. As I say, sometimes it's hard to tell when they're wearing cloaks and stuff, but yeah, Mr. Mystery, he's an android, and hopefully he'll have some news for us. But yeah, I'm glad it's not raining. I always worry when it's androids, that they might get wet and start going rusty or something. Nobody needs to go rusty. It's not good, just not good for your health, is it? But I can see somebody coming. He's quite a well-built gentleman. I mean, as androids often are. He's not like those ones in Star Wars, the skinny ones. He's more of a, I don't know, Cyberman type build. He's not a Cyberman though, don't worry. Hello? Hello. Hi, how are you, Mr. Mystery? It's good to see you again. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm fine. I just bought new vocoder to try my new voice. I think Cher was using that one in the 90s.
Oh, right. Yes. With that song of hers. Yes. I just wanted to ask you, how things have been in your area of this sort of part of the world. Any sightings of, malignant forces, which is what we're interested in. Anything that could affect my group of friends. It particularly concerned with yoga vampires or vampires of any sort, really. Demons, whether there are any groups or anything new, werewolves, witches, anything like that. How's it been? Have you made any sightings?
Not a lot happening around lately. At least nothing dangerous, but I was seeing a strange guy hiding in the bushes. I think he was some kind of stalker or something.
Oh, did he have any magpies with him? Because Yeti Uncle John sometimes stalks around in bushes, but it's all part of training the magpies to collect blackberries and anything that's sort of fresh and edible. Mushrooms. He's been teaching his magpies how to pick mushrooms that are edible, not poisonous ones, obviously. So it may have been Yeti Uncle John. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't. But here's a photo of Yeti Uncle John. Did he look like this?
No, I mean, I was seeing that guy a few times, but I know his cameras and pretty clumsy. He always landing on his butt trying to catch something on the trees. The one I mentioned was speaking in some foreign language. I think might be a Polish or something.
Maybe it sounds a bit like Grizzly. This guy, was it him?
No, he was much older.
I'm not sure then. If you have any photos or any sort of surveillance footage, please do email it on to us. I mean, it's possible that it's somebody we're not aware of. There's been quite a lot of new people in our area of interest over the last few months. So, of course, it's hard to explain without saying too much, but sometimes things happen which some people are aware of, but sometimes people who are very close to the subject don't know what's going on. It's difficult to explain. Anyway, well, thank you for your update. I've spoken to one other of the contacts, and I just want to say that we are aware that things are going on. Just please do take care, because it's difficult to know who to trust, and it's not always easy to be sure what's going on. If you know what I mean.
Yes, I know.
Yeah. Can I ask your technology, your Android technology? If we'd have met today and it had been raining, are you waterproof?
Yes, I'm waterproof. I can dive on the deep of 5 meters.
Oh, good. I'm glad. I was just worrying. I was just talking to the list to my friends, and I just was worried that. I was just worried for you. So I'm glad that it's not a problem. Anyway, I need to go on because I've got 2 other people I need to speak to. I'm glad, it doesn't seem to be anything too bad going on in at least this half of the neighbourhood, but I've got to check the other side. So I better make a move. Thank you very much, Mr. Mystery. And I'll see you again in another couple of months, perhaps.
Yeah.
All right. Bye-bye now. Goodbye.
Bye.
There we go, listeners. That's Mr. Mystery. At least we know about his, we know that he's waterproof, not that it's raining. I was just worried that if it had been. Anyway. So the next person we're going to meet is Mr. Question Mark. And I don't think I'll say too much about him quite yet. But look, I think it's probably a good time for you to listen to something. I know usually we sort of break up these things into chunks, but I think perhaps I've got a little bit of a walk to the other side of the neighbourhood, so I think perhaps the extra material is going to be in the centre of the show this time. So if you listen to it now and take your time, and when I'm back, we'll meet Mr. Question Mark, and still no idea if anyone we've met so far is one of the traitors, for want of a better word. Everyone seems so nice, but anyway, hopefully this baseball cap's been recording everything, and Cromitty can do his analysis. But, okay, guys, go and listen to something, and when we come back, as I say, we'll meet Mr. Question Mark. Okay, right.
Hey listeners, we're here with Kirk today, and we're going to be talking a bit about AI, particularly music, and a video that Kirk's been working on recently, which involved one of my poems. Kirk, do you want to tell the listeners what you did and what you used? And
So I think it was shortly after I came out of prison that I heard your first, one of your poems was like My Dog in a Dress.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
And I didn't like any of the others.
No.
Or anything you've made since.
No, of course not. So
that was the only kind of slightly interesting poem that I think you ever produced.
Yeah, thank you.
So I've been playing around with AI and putting different kind of poems in, and I thought, I can't remember whether I spoke to you about it. I think I must have asked you online. Got the poem, put it in, and it was really good. I added a few bits and pieces in. I mean, it was a good poem. Actually, it was really good, and I just added like a few little bits.
You did different styles as well early on before you settled on the final.
Yeah, so I think I tried like pop and things like that. There was like I think I did like Halloween-y kind of music.
Maybe.
But then I think the style that came out was like Eastern European and Asian. Mm-hmm. I think it was like the two mixed together.
Yeah. Mm.
And then I just thought it sounded great, like really, really good. I was blown away, and then I played it to a few people. I must have sent it to you quite early on as well.
Yeah, you did, because it was quite a while before I started. Well, independently, a friend of mine online told me about that Udio website, but that was a month or two after, because I knew you were doing it.
Sorry, did you just make that up to not give me the credit for telling you about online music?
No, you did.
I did?
You did.
No, I damn well did.
You did, but I couldn't have access. I couldn't do it myself.
So this friend told you about it.
Yeah,
okay.
Because but you've been doing it, you see, so well, but I couldn't do it because only you had the keys to the magic chamber.
Yeah, well, I was actually using a closed beta version of. I think first started playing around with Google LM Music, and then Suno, but it was a closed beta, and I think you asked about it, but I wouldn't tell you.
No, you wouldn't tell me. Then luckily somebody else told me about Udio, so I was fine enough to do my own thing.
I wouldn't tell you because I didn't want to be contaminated.
No, of course not.
By proxy.
That's right.
Proxy contamination.
That's right. Well, you learn a lot of tricks in prison, don't you?
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. It made me very suspicious.
Yes, exactly. Understandably, you knew me of old.
So, yeah, I mean, I couldn't have got you access anyway because you had to apply for it, and it would mean probably a fairly long conversation with you, which I had no tolerance for.
No.
I'm sure you understand.
No, yeah.
Sorry about that.
It's expensive, all that, those sort of therapy you need to have after you've spoken to me for a long time.
Anyway, so it was really good, and I really liked it. And then I started mucking around with some other video AIs. I mean, there's about 600 million of them now.
Yeah.
So there's like anything from Runway to I think there's a Chinese one called Kling. There's tons. I mean, they're just Google video AI and you'll find about 1,600 million. So I started playing around with that and learning how to use that, matching it up, doing the timing, and then the video kind of came together. I think I spent about 8 weeks doing it and timing everything in total, and I think it's really cool. Other people that like dogs, which I guess is most people really, and have a sense of humour, really like it. I think you liked one particular piece because I actually said to you, I can't come up with an idea for this, and it was a line I inserted.
It was a line that wasn't in my original poem, but was a really good line. But I wasn't sure how you were going to make it a video, but you came up with a very good.
Well, your idea was, what was your idea?
Well, the line was about
my dog sniffs other dogs' butts in style.
Yeah, and I can't remember what did I say. It wasn't a very good idea. It was.
Fluttering eyelids.
Fluttering eyelids. It wasn't as good as what you did.
Nothing to do with smelling.
Not really. I didn't know how you could do that without it being like dogs sniffing other butts, but.
Well, and the AI would not do it. It was making them clap or look really weird, like they were shaking their heads near other dogs and stuff. So I thought, well, I've got to avoid that completely. And then I was just saying, well, how can I do it? And I thought, well, it's something. I have to be careful how I say this. It's something I like doing, not sniffing other dogs' butts, but actually smelling stuff in shops.
Yeah.
Just for the record, I've never sniffed a dog's butt. So I thought, oh, actually, yeah, why not put it in a high-end kind of perfumery? And then when I described it, that was the first generation that came out, and it just blew my mind. I was like, I'm not going to get any better result than that. That's absolutely perfect.
So the dog is sniffing a perfume which is called butt.
And all the other perfume bottles have butt written on it as well. Yeah. And then I sent it to you and said, look, what do you think it is? I just sent you a screenshot of it.
Yeah. And I was like, I couldn't have thought of a better. That was such a good idea. And it was such a good way of doing it without it being kind of like, ugh.
Yeah. Because doing it directly, I think, would have been a bit,
Yeah.
So yeah, and after that, I mean, I just then a little story developed where, the dog is being a fashionista, or there's. I did think about I could have done a dog consistently, the same dog, but I like the idea of having different dogs.
Yeah.
So it's.
How much? Because obviously I've only done it with the music. How much do you get when you? Is it exactly the same as the music, but just?
No, you get 4 seconds.
Oh God!
So that's why there's a lot of cuts, and there's one where I've only used like 2 seconds, and because you're paying for it, to be honest, it's very expensive.
Yeah.
So it costs a lot.
It's still. This is one of the things that I think is slightly annoying when you're doing them. Is that I think people think that you press a button and it arrives fully. Which is not the case. Not the case with the music. Not the case with the video.
So I think in total I used probably about 30 clips, but had to generate 450.
Yeah, and that took weeks.
And then to cut them up and change the prompts, but there are some consistent things in it. Like the sunglasses are always black frames, blue lenses, gold and pink scarf. The piano, the speedboat, the cars, they're all pink sequined, covered.
Yeah.
So there is.
Well, it's because that's kind of what you wear in real life. So you just wanted to to mimic real life in your videos. Isn't that how?
Well, it's difficult to express yourself in prison.
I know. I thought that was what the uniforms were like.
What, pink sequins?
Yes. It was a very camp prison you went to.
They wouldn't allow me into a camp prison.
Oh no.
So that was it. And then I put it together, and I just thought, this is absolutely lovely to be able to do this. And then what was the other one? Little Pig, one of your other poems that came out really well, didn't it?
The song version, yeah. I have to remind myself what that one sounds like because my dog in a dress has been in the front of mine, stuck in my brain for the.
Well, why don't I just play a little bit now? Shall I play a bit?
Yeah.
So I'm just logging into. So, how many songs did we do? How many songs did I show you?
Only.
Yeah, there's a few different versions. Hang on. Oh, here you go.
Hides in the dark, below the pigs. They laugh and snigger, but little pig is growing big. Little pig, a real bright spot.
Oh, that's all I remember.
Little pig hides in the dark. The older pigs, they laugh and snigger, but little pig is growing bigger. They won't laugh long.
I just love this.
Yeah.
And the last laughs his sweet little pig won't lose his fears.
It's great, isn't it? Love it.
Yeah.
So the thing is, you can put a really boring, old, stupid poem and get a nice...
It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's amazing.
So it just shows that you can take someone with absolutely no talent at poem writing and turn it into a really nice song.
It's amazing to better see somebody who's just out of jail who's turning his life around
by making gay poem songs.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you do these life coaching sessions.
Yeah.
And they help orientate you towards what you like to do.
That's what you wanted to do.
You're being rehabilitated.
Yeah.
You need to kind of think of a career, and through kind of thematic analysis, they'll kind of find out which direction you want to go in.
Yeah.
And gay Eastern European / Russian poem writing was what emerged.
Yeah. Well, it's amazing, and we look forward to seeing. Can you tell us where to go on YouTube to see the dog and address video?
Just Google positively positively fabulous or my dog in a dress, and you'll see a 1950s style fashionista dog standing next to a red bright red Cadillac wearing sunglasses. Nice image actually, and it's there.
Yeah, listeners, check it out. And there'll be more to come, hopefully, if he stays out of jail long enough.
Hi listeners, back again. Now we're at the edge of a forest that is not too far from the house. It's got quite overcast. It's got quite cold all of a sudden. You always feel like you're being watched, and yet you can't be sure. Come on, let's keep going. Hello? Hello, Mr. Question Mark. Oh dear. Hello, it's me. The boss man. I'm sorry, listeners, I gave myself that title. It's a bit egotistical, but hello, Mr. Question Mark. Is that you? I think that's definitely him. Listeners, he has a very unique sounding voice. He has to tune himself in, though, so he can properly hear him. He's, I guess, a sort of ghost, not really like a Douglas type of ghost, not even like a poltergeist. I don't know, some other sort of ghost. There's more than one type, you know. Hello, I can't quite hear you properly. Keep trying to contact us and tune yourself in.
Sorry, that should be fine.
Oh, yes. Yes, I can hear you now. Yes, it's a little bit muffled, but it'll be fine. Hi, how are you, Mr. Question Mark?
Oh, I'm fine. I love this park. How are you?
I'm good, yes. Yes, I've spoken to two of the other contacts, and so far I'm getting a good report back that, there was a mysterious man sighted in a bush, but other than that, it's the only other person that's been reported is someone we knew about, for sure. So I just wondered, do you have any news for me? Any sightings of werewolves or angry vampires or anything really, anything that might endanger us?
Well, there is a siren that drives to seduce twins with her singing. Poor thing can't understand twins are not into sirens.
Oh, right. I see. Gosh, well, do you think that's something that could cause us trouble?
No, I think you are gay, so you are all safe. And her talent, she sings so terribly, not even Sprite Man would fall in the trap.
Oh, good. Yes, I mean, I have met. I guess that there were, what are they called? Succubuses, and also gorgons. I did have a birthday party once, and I hired a hall or something for a party, and the person who owned it was a gorgon, and they got cross with me and turned me to stone. It took quite a lot of help from some of my friends to get her to turn me back again. Apparently they can do that. I wasn't sure. Would have been a right negative way to end a birthday party had I been stuck as a statue for the rest of my life. But I must say, I do like your I do like the noises you make before you sort of. It's very. I hope this is not disrespectful, but do you think you could be a ghost again, just for a moment? Because it kind of works really well with this environment, with the woods and scariness and stuff. I just think that part of the training and it's sort of for role playing. I could do some role playing with the scary ghost voice. I'm sorry, that's probably very disrespectful.
No, it's not disrespectful. It's my normal, regular
See what I mean, listeners? He's very scary, isn't he? Like that, very sort of sinister. Very. I don't mean it. I mean, I do feel like, I'm just speaking as I find, I suppose. But it's quite an interesting sound that you make in your natural state.
Thank you.
Perhaps we could just role play. Perhaps you could say something about being a very scary ghost, and I'll I'll act scared.
I'm here to possess your car.
Oh no, please don't possess me. Oh, I'm so scared. Oh, do it again, do it again.
I'm going to possess your car and lock myself with it for ages.
Oh, wow. That was amazing. For a moment, I really felt that I was in a Hammer horror movie. I'm really sorry. I'm letting myself down here. I have friends who are ghosts, other friends who are ghosts, and yes, I mean they've all got a sense of humour, but even so, I feel well. I hope you're not offended by my my actions. I'm just trying to kill the time, really, because otherwise I'm going to be early for my next appointment.
No, it's just a compliment for me.
Well, I'm glad you don't mind doing a bit of role playing. Weather's nice today. I mean, it's not that nice today, actually, is it? Weather's not that nice today. Are you doing anything interesting after we finish this meeting?
No, I'm just going to sleep.
Going to sleep? Yes, right. Listeners, I've got time to kill, and thank you for your update. It's reassuring to hear that things aren't as bad as they were. This is why we're doing these sort of meetings, because we know in the past there have been sort of people that have been very troublesome for us and potentially dangerous for my colleagues, and it's good to know that there are less of those people around. I mean, we're a very positive, diverse group of friends, and my friend Yeti Uncle John regularly takes supernatural beings in his taxi. But we've also had problems with the yoga vampires and some demons, and the demons kind of got through the barrier, as it were. We didn't realise they were here until, they were here, and that's why we're trying to do these meetings even more regularly than I used to do them. So, yeah. Well, it's good to catch up with you again, Mr. Question Mark.
Oh, it was lovely. Thank you for allowing me to be my regular voice for so long.
No, well, I do like it, but I do feel a bit split between whether I should be. I guess we're celebrating your voice, your original voice, and even if it's because it's unique in its own way. Yeah. Okay. Right. Well, we should make a move, and I'll see you again soon. Take care. I'm aware that there are forces out and about that might be undercover, so do take care who you interact with. All right. Okay. Goodbye for now. Oh, I think he's gone. Sorry, listeners. I feel a bit. I don't know. I mean, his voice is chilling, but I know he's a nice guy. But I do love hearing that voice, but maybe for the wrong reason. And I don't know. As I was trying to say, it's just nice to celebrate his voice. Yeah. Oh, there are so many different types of spectre and spook and ghost, or whatever you want to call them. I really need a proper debriefing from Douglas and Boo. I've met plenty of ghosts down the years, but exactly, the background, the differences. It's a science in itself, I tell you, a science in itself. Anyway, I better get moving. One more location, one more person to meet up with. This is Mr. Who. Yeah, Mr. Who. Yeah, not like the bloke off the telly. And yeah, why don't you listen to a bit of music, and when we come back, we'll hopefully be meeting Mr. Who down by the lake. Yeah, down by the lake. All right, see you in a moment. Hello again, listeners. Should be meeting up with the fourth and final contact, Mr. Who. Yeah, I don't know. I do feel like I'm a bit underprepared. You know, I stumble over my words, I get embarrassed. I'm saying the wrong things, I'm sure, but nobody seems offended, though. But I don't know. It's wonderful to be able to meet sprites and androids and ghosts of different types. Mr. Who, I think he's a sort of like a warlocky type thing. Sorry, that's wrong. I shouldn't have said that. Thing. No, he's a kind of warlock. But he's not, and he's humanoid, but he's not. I think he may be a little bit demon. See, I don't know. I feel badly prepared. Oh, anyway, I think that's him now. He's quite serious, but yeah, I'll try and make conversation with him. Hello, Mr. Who, is that you?
Good afternoon.
Sorry, say again.
Good afternoon.
No, you're, that's somebody else, aren't you? You're not Doctor Who. You're Mr. Who, aren't you? Anyway, how are things?
Oh, it's been quiet.
Yes, well, that's good to hear. I've spoken to some of the other contacts, and they're reporting much the same. And the people that they have seen that they've been slightly suspicious about have turned out to be people that well, we're kind of aware of, so that's the main thing. Although I have been informed that there may be somebody out there who is appearing to be one thing, but is actually quite different. Oh, I'm not making myself clear. But have you seen any vampires, any werewolves, anything at all?
Oh, no, you got vampires. They were vanished ages ago.
Well, I know they were, technically, but, you know, with all these sorts of people, you always expect them to come back for revenge at some point. I mean, we know for a fact that there was there was one demon we encountered who definitely intends to come back, for another go at some point, and he was allied to some other demons. So I don't know. They may be recouping, sort of gathering their forces again. This is the trouble. The same with the yoga vampires. They may still be one or two of them out there, and perhaps they're growing their numbers again. Still, if they're hiding, they're hopefully not doing anything too damaging. So you've not seen anything?
No. It was quiet in this park for a long time. Yes, there is a siren with terrible voice and some stranger hiding in the bushes from time to time. Oh, even two strangers, but one is so clumsy, he always lands on his ass trying to do something.
I've heard about this person. I think one of the other contacts mentioned this person, but Did you hear an accent? I was told Polish.
Maybe. Sorry, for sure it was Traitor, but I don't speak any languages. So.
No, fine. No, it's just the only Polish person I know, has been ruled out as being the person that was seen in the bushes. So I'm not sure who that might be. Still, hopefully not too harmful. Just a rambler maybe. Two people though. I've only heard mention of one. You were definitely sure there were two?
Yes. The second one is doing some with from time to time. Paris and mushrooms. Clumsy thing.
Well, goodness knows who that is, but we'll keep an eye out. I suppose I better let you get on your way. I need to get back, and I'm sure you've got other things to be doing. And just take care, won't you? Because, as I say, there is a lot of rumours going around that there could be a spy in our midst, but who knows? It's difficult to tell these days because people just like to spread disinformation. They'll say someone's bad when they are the bad person. They'll try and deflect to other people. Confusion is the word of the day. Trying to confuse people. I'm sure it's something the yoga vampires or the demons would love to do, just to cause confusion. But anyway, well, thank you very much for your update, and hopefully we can meet up again soon. But do take care.
You too. And now it's time for my tea.
All right. Okay. See you soon.
See you soon.
Okay, listeners, time to get back to Cromitty. We need him to have a look at these videos and to see if he can detect if any of the four are the spy in the midst. Again, maybe I should have sent Cromitty rather than go myself, but I never know if I'm saying the right thing. Part of me wants to warn the contacts that there could be a spy about, but what if I'm talking to the spy? I mean, technically, I must have been. At least one of those four must be the traitor. I don't know. I don't know which is, but hopefully Cromitty can help. So let's get back and let's just listen to some music. Just perhaps, until I get home. Then we'll speak again. All right. See you in a few minutes. Hi, listeners, back at the house. Here's my cap, Cromitty. Oh, how did it go, Paul? Well, okay. I mean, I just feel it's difficult communicating with different people. You know, they've all got weird voices. You can't say that. Well, they have, though, haven't they? Well, yes, some of them have voices that are hard to understand, clearly. You know, that you have to get used to them. You have to tune your ear. Anyway, we communicated fine. I'm just worried that the first guy, the sprite, Mr. X, was that Mr. X? Oh, I get them all confused now. The first guy, he's a sprite, and he did mention that he has problems with technology, or at least the vibes and things from him can cause problems with technology. It's all right, Paul. I think we'll still be able to get enough material to detect whether he is the rogue, if it is that it is him. Okay, yes. So yeah, I spoke to Mr. X, Mr. Question Mark, no, Mr. Mystery. I spoke to. Was he the second? Oh gosh, I'm getting all confused. So there's the sprite, there's the android, there's the ghost, and there's the warlock. Yes, Paul, it's fine. Oh dear. Well, I'll let you look at the footage. You'll let us know before the end of the show. Yes, Paul. Yes. Yes. I'll look into it, and then we can be sure to. We will banish the traitor once we find them. Gosh, this is very familiar. All right, Paul. Okay. I'm just going to ring. I'm just going to ring Grizzly, I think. Yes, you do that, Paul. All right. Just ring Grizzly. Hello, Grizzly.
Oh, hello, Paul. How are you?
Oh, I'm fine. Been doing a bit of top secret work today. We've got 4 contacts in the area that kind of keep an eye out for yoga vampires and demons and all that sort of thing, and I've been trying to sort of increase the observations ever since Wilson Comet and that lot caused so much trouble for poor old Reginald. But anyway, I spoke to the 4 different. There was a sprite, there was an android, a ghost, and a warlock. They all had names. I kept getting them confused, but I felt very self-conscious. How do you manage when you talk to people? I feel like I'm tripping over myself, or I want to say the right thing, and I mean they don't seem to mind when I get it wrong, but I just want to get it right. I suppose it's something that happens with experience.
Well, usually I'm letting people talk and I'm just listening. So if I don't talk, I can't say something inappropriate. So
yes, that does make sense. I'm just not very good at not saying things. I mean, the ghost, he has a very scary voice. At least when you first hear him, he sounds scary, and then he kind of tunes his voice in, and it's still distorted, but it's still, but it's a lot more identifiable. But he kind of knows, and I think he kind of likes that I find his voice creepy. So I still feel, I don't know, I'm not quite sure how I feel about that. But I guess if it's all in fun, then it's fine. I mean, nobody's offended. But I think you're right, though. Probably not saying anything, letting the people speak would be something I need to learn more anyway, being a podcaster. But how are things otherwise? Any news your end?
Oh, no, usual thing. Studying to the exams, learning new spells, hanging out with familiar and my teammates, so nothing new.
Playing Fortnite with me?
Yeah, exactly. And, well, new season started, so we need to check it out.
Yeah. Oh, the one thing I didn't tell you is that we identified, or Cromitty has identified, or is about to identify, one of the four contacts is potentially a traitor, and we don't know whether he's been replaced or whether he's been converted to the side of evil. But so one of the things we did was I made a recording. I had a camera in my baseball cap, and it recorded all of my meetings. And Cromitty is currently looking through the footage, and hopefully we can identify who is the traitor, and we can expose them. And I'm waiting. We're waiting to hear, really. So.
Okay, I hope you use that cute cap with teddy bear on it, and you installed a camera in the eye of the teddy bear. Aren't you?
Yes, that's right. That's what we did. Okay. Yes. Also, we'll be using the banishment spell that you gave us to banish the traitor. So fingers crossed that all goes well. I'm sure it'll be fine.
You sure you don't need my help?
Well, I don't know. I mean, if you're busy, but I don't like to drag you over here. But I mean, maybe. Do you think you could get over here before the end of the show?
Yeah, I would need half an hour to gather the magical energy needed to teleport for so long distance.
Well, okay. We've still got a few things to do, and there'll be music and stuff to cover time gaps. So, yeah, why don't you join me to help me banish the whoever we discover is the traitor?
Okay.
Okay. Well, we'll see you in. We'll see you as soon as you can get here. I better go and see if Cromitty's. Oh, your Uncle John's coming in now. All right, I better go. I'll see you soon.
See you soon.
Okay. Bye for now.
Bye.
Who was that, Paul? Well, it was Grizzly. I was just talking to him about what I was up to today. You know, I've been talking to the 4 contacts. Oh yes. How did that go? It went fine. There's no reports of anything bad going on. The trouble is, we now know that one of them is a traitor. We just don't know which one. And it's possible that the traitor wouldn't be telling us the truth about what's going on. It could be that part of the neighbourhood is where we need to watch most of all. Whichever side of the neighbourhood it is, we'll have to find a replacement. It may be that Grizzly himself can help be a temporary guardian of whichever area is sort of left unprotected. Oh yes, I think Grizzly would be a good possibility. I mean, I could help as well. Yeah. It's strange because one of the two of the contacts mentioned seeing a clumsy man in a bush. I wondered if it was you. But a clumsy man in a bush? Yes. Although apparently he's Polish. Well, Grizzly's Polish. Yes, I know, but it's not him. I showed the contact a picture of Grizzly, and he said it wasn't Grizzly. But another one said there was 2 people. There was a clumsy man and another man. Oh. The only person I can think of who's Polish is Christoph, Charlotte's manager back home. Yeah, well, I've never met him, but have you met him? Well, just the once. He came over just briefly for some meetings with Charlotte, and we did go for a pub lunch, and we did drink a bit much, and Charlotte ended up getting a taxi home, and then we got lost in the woods. Dear. So you might be the clumsy man. No, Christoph's the clumsy man. Anyway, you've been sighted by one of the contacts doing suspicious things. Oh no, it was just a cider. It didn't agree with Christoph. Well, you don't drink cider. I know I don't drink cider. I just drank too much fizzy water. I don't think I want to know about this. Well, at least that might explain who the mysterious clumsy people were. Well, I've got to get going, Paul. All right, well, keep an eye out, and yes, we'll let you know if we need your help. Grizzly's on his way over. We've got to banish whoever it is that Cromitty finds to be the traitor. All right, Paul. Good luck. Oh dear. Oh. It's all very mysterious. It is, but it's just a way of protecting us from our enemies. I mean, we did once think about getting sort of more professional help, but it seems safest to just do it ourselves, in-house, as it were. I think so, Paul. You don't want to be inviting strangers into the mix. No. Who can you trust? Oh no, who can you trust these days? Yeah. Anyway, I'll see you later. All right, Paul. Good luck with the banishment. Yeah.
Hello, is that you, Big Fatty?
Yes, hi.
It's me, Yeti Uncle John.
Hi, Yeti Uncle
I thought I'd
John.
send a message.
Yes.
I think Paul's supposed to be sending you a message, but he hasn't because he's been very boring.
Very boring.
He's not been up to much at all.
Oh, yes. Yes.
I, meanwhile, have been spending my time doing all sorts of exciting things.
Oh, please tell.
Mainly involving magpies.
What magpies?
It's very difficult.
Yes.
Being, the proud guardian of a band of magpies.
Oh,
they're very
yes.
stalky.
Yes.
They're
Heckle
very
and
stinky.
Jekyll. Yes.
They poop everywhere.
Oh, like
so,
Granny.
You know, not a lot of difference to hanging out with Shy Yeti, but there we go. What else has been going on?
Pooping everywhere.
I'd like to offer my services.
Oh.
I don't know if you've got this in hand, but I can provide you with a whole range. Of merchandising.
Oh,
for
merchandising.
Online. I am
like a hoist.
I'm big. I'm big when it comes to merchandising.
Camisoles.
If you like t-shirts, big fatty t-shirts with
scrapers,
your face on them. Anything like that. Mugs.
Yeah. Oh, mugs.
Cups.
Your cups. Phones,
Posters.
Posters.
I can do it. I can do it. Yeah.
Well, yes.
Yeah. I mean, I ought to say
Can I have
that there's been some
BFO
malicious gossip going around.
Malicious.
That my merchandising isn't up to scratch.
Oh, up to scratch.
The posters arrive and they're still wet.
Oh.
And the t-shirt designs.
Oh, yes.
They drop off in the washing machine.
Oh,
it's
that's
not true.
good.
It's not true.
Oh,
and,
good to hear that.
Yes.
Yes.
And I didn't.
You didn't what?
Use a picture of Yogi Bear on a t-shirt for the Smellcast.
Well,
you know, Dobby Smelly and Yogi Bear are very, they're almost like identical twins. I sorted it out.
Yes. Twins.
I'm also available for back massages and karate lessons.
And what? Karate lessons?
And I can sing at your wedding.
Oh, no, I'm not getting married.
Yes.
No, thank you.
Also, an excellent chef. I have 3 stars.
Chef? You have 3 skulls?
I found them lying in the garden.
Oh, skulls.
Must have been an asteroid shower or something. But,
did I not hear you right?
Yes, I can also paint. I can paint and decorate.
Yes, I need a swing painted. What?
I can...
it sounds... yes.
I'm available for anything.
An exhaustive list.
There seems to be less episodes of the Charlotte podcast going out each month.
Well,
So I'm a little bit...
slowing down. Sundowning.
Sort of a job.
Oh, yeah.
I still drive my taxi.
Oh, yes, the taxi. Yes. A cabbie.
Anyway, just wanted you to know that I'm available.
Oh, thank you.
If I'm required.
Oh, not required.
Yes, so... just let me know. And,
I've got
sure that
I've got your
Paul Sayeti will be back soon.
Speed dial.
And will send you an interesting message. Well, no, sorry. He'll send you a message anyway.
Oh.
Anyway.
Yes.
This is me, Yeti Uncle John.
Yes, Uncle.
Signing out.
Uncle.
Don't forget my offers. I'm available.
Yes, available.
I'm available for work.
Do
you need me.
Are you available for short phone calls?
Bye for now.
Oh,
bye.
Toodles. Y'all, that of course is Yeti Uncle John. Oh, dear, I see y'all y'all. That was, of course, Yeti Uncle John. Evidently, y'all, he is a John of all trades. Big Fatty and a Jack of all trades, but his name's not Jack. Oh, okay. Y'all, if you need any of those services, just reach out to the Shy Yeti there. And Yeti Uncle John, thank you so much for the call. Always lovely to hear from you.
I think, well, I'll say it. I think that's all we've got time for, although we will be back. I'm just not quite sure when comedy will be ready for us. So I think it's best if I say goodbye for now. Thank you for joining me on my journey. Just wanted you to kind of see some of the things that go on behind the scenes, and to reassure you that we are doing our best to protect the team. It does seem relatively positive. It doesn't seem that much has been cited, but obviously, if there's a traitor in the midst, that does cause some concern. But it's only one of them. So. Anyway, right. Well, thank you for listening. Join us again soon. We've got plenty of episodes in the can, and yes, after the music, the comedy will be back with us, and we'll see which of the four was the traitor, and well, hopefully then Grizzly will show up as well. Yeah, we're going to have to strike quickly because we don't want the traitor to know we know that they're the traitor. Anyway, speak to you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye for now. Well, Paul, I have the results. Oh, right, good. Grizzly's here. Hi, Grizzly, that was quick.
Hey, I'm a little bit dizzy for the teleportation. Long distance is awful. Can I stay for the night today? Because yes, I will have no energy for
No, that's
back.
Fine. Particularly after we've gone and banished. I've got a plan for that. We need to strike whilst the iron's hot, but we need to know who we're targeting. I mean, who is the traitor? Yes. Well, I'm about to tell you. I guess you've arrived at the right time, Grizzly. Okay, comedy. Well, I can tell you who it's not. It's not Mr. Who. Oh, the warlock. Yes, yeah. I wasn't sure. He's very serious, and so it's not him. No, Paul, not him. And I can tell you it's not Mr. X. Oh, is it not? He was the sprite. Oh, well, I'm glad. We always get on so well, and also his voice is almost hypnotic. Yeah, I wouldn't like to feel that he was using his voice to hypnotize people. No, Paul, I don't think he would do that. No, he is genuine. Okay, so that just leaves Mr. Mystery and Mr. Question Mark. That's right, Paul. Well, I looked at the material from both of them. I would say, by the way, Mr. X, the material was perfectly, yes, there was some distortion, but nothing that prevented me from doing the examination. Good. So it's between Mr. Mystery and Mr. Question Mark. Yes, that's right. Well, I know that you were you have a sort of playful friendship with Mr. Question Mark, the ghost. Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, I feel a bit bad because he likes to show off his ghostly voice, and I like to hear his ghostly voice. But oh, you're not telling me he's the traitor? Well, no, Paul, I'm not telling you that. He isn't the traitor. He's not the traitor. Oh, thank goodness. So that leaves Mr. Mystery, the android. Are you sure it's him? Yes, Paul. And, well, to be honest, it makes perfect sense because being an android, he is susceptible to being reprogrammed. Oh, I see. I mean, he seemed perfectly nice. Well, yes, but then that's all in the programming. Oh, yes. So it's him. Definitely him. Yes, he definitely has been infiltrated by... It's hard to tell whether it's demons or whether it's the yoga vampires or both, but he is definitely passing on information to our enemies, is he now? So he needs to be banished. He does, Paul. Well, I had an idea that I haven't suggested it to him yet, but Grizzly, do you think you would have to... I know you've got lots of things going on. Do you think you could be a temporary guardian for that area of the neighbourhood? Just until we get a replacement?
I guess I can do it for a week or two, but no longer, sorry.
No, that's fine. Well, I was wondering if possibly Ozzy could help. Well, I don't know. Is he even about? Wasn't he supposed to be doing more work in Bulgaria? Well, I'm not sure. Well, I can also help, and between us, I'm sure we can keep that area. Deals, can you help us? Can you help us? Oh dear. So we're going to have to move quickly. I'm going to have to contact the traitor and Grizzly. I think if I meet him and you can keep in hiding, and then you need to do your spell, your banishment spell.
Yes, and I'm gonna use more powerful than the one I gave you because it's android, so regular ones wouldn't work on something it's not magician.
Is there any way that we can, I don't know if this is a good idea, can we turn the android on whoever it is that's taking them over? Like, could we make him sort of go back, like, into the enemy camp, and maybe we'd be able to see who the enemy is?
I mean, I can just bind himself and restart him with my thunders, and then maybe Cromity would be able to reprogram him instead of banishing him.
We need to work quickly, or whatever we do. Well, Paul, I think I can reprogram him pretty quickly, so I think if we all three of us go, all right, I'll talk to Mr. Mystery, then Grizzly can banish him, which mainly would just mean that he is deactivated, and then you can reprogram him, and then hopefully he'll return to the enemy camp and we can see whether it's vampires, whether it's werewolves, whether it's whatever it is. Yes, Paul, but you're right, we do need to move quickly. Okay. Oh, I can hear the theme music coming. So, listeners, we're going to get on our way. And, there's a lot of things still to be done before this episode ends.
I gotta go now! Bye! I want to go with you! Gotta go! Bye!
Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.
Goodbye. Yes, goodbye.
Wow, really? No kidding.
Thank you, darling, and you too. Bye-bye.
This show is part of the Pride 48 network. Find more shows over at pride48.com.
Oh dear, what's going on now?
Oh, it's the Shy Life Podcast.
Let's go.
I have a voice.
I have a voice.
You have a voice.
You have a voice.
We have a voice.
We have a voice.
Unique voices in podcasting.
UnivazPods.net.
That is so cringe, oh my god. You're a man of culture as well.
Listeners, we're about to meet up with Mr. Mystery again. I just sent a message saying that there was something I needed to discuss with him which I'd forgotten. Cromitty and Grizzly are hiding behind a bush, which is ironic considering some of the stories we heard about people hiding in bushes. But I think here he is now. Mr. Mystery.
Hi, Shy Yeti. I was waiting for you.
Sorry to call you back like this. I've got some information that you must be informed about. It's very important. I probably should have told you when I saw you before, but I didn't clearly know. It's only just been confirmed.
You, Shy Yeti, have to go with me now.
Sorry?
You have to go with me, Shy Yeti.
Well, that's not going to be happening. What I was going to say is that we know that you're the traitor. And, Grizzly, quick!
Here comes the thunder!
You're banished. You're banished.
Oh, he seems to be turned on. I didn't banish him. I can't banish a robot. I just shoot him with a thunder to pressure him. And now it's turn for Cromitty. And you didn't spot it that he called you with your real name instead of your nickname? He already knew who you were.
No, you're right. Yes, he did call me Shy Yeti, but it all happened so quickly. I barely got a chance to tell him that I knew he was a traitor before he was threatening to take me back to his camp. So, yeah, I don't think that would be a good idea, do you, Cromitty? No, Paul. No, I don't think we want to face our enemies. So, yes, I'll be sending the android back to the base, but no, not with any of us with him. But we'll be able to see. Okay. What you need to do. Now, just putting this pack on his back is just like a small bug. That should be it. Just need to see if he reboots. Hello? Mr. Mystery, are you rebooting?
Rebooting the system.
Good, yes. Right, well, you must return home. Return to your base. Do you understand me?
Returning to the camp.
Right. There he goes. Right. Well, listeners, we've confronted the traitor. I didn't expect him to be quite so aware of what was going on. I guess all that business when I was warning them all that there was a traitor. Cromitty, this is a good idea and a bad idea. I'm worried that once they've got him back again, they'll just reconvert him. No, Paul. He's only been temporarily rebooted. He will he will soon begin to break down. Oh, I see. Well, that's good. Okay, well, that's it then. We need to get back to the house, I guess, to see who it is that is the villains behind the android, as it were. Yes, we must get back. Come on, Grizzly. Thanks for your help. Let's get back and let's see who it is.
Can we order some Chinese?
Yes, of course, yes.
This is just the weirdest thing I've ever heard. Well, gotta tell you, I didn't expect that.
What the hell just happened on the
show. I mean, seriously, reverse it, because I lost. What's going on? What happened?
Man, was that worth it or not? Oh my goodness, that was a darling little shoe. Whoa, I love that one. Ha, great show, Paul. Yeah, that was a good shoe.
740. Oh, everyone's a critic.
You can always call me.
Grizzly, did you eat all the spring rolls?
No.
Where have they gone? Oh, I'm sorry, Paul. I think it was me. I only had one of those. We should have ordered double portions. Dear, oh dear. Dealey likes spring rolls as well. Oh, Paul. No, you shouldn't give Dealey spring rolls. I know I shouldn't, but I mean, who's going to argue with a cat? Fair enough. Yes, well, right. I'm getting some feedback. Okay. Deal was careful. Yes, well, just sit still. Just sit still. We're trying to sit with. I know it's very exciting. Dealey's very excited. You're very excited. We want to know who the android is going back to as well. Who do you think it might be, Grizzly?
Maybe Wilson?
Could be. Or I've been thinking the controller, but I think he's moved on to other things. Or of course the yoga vampires. That would be the most likely, I suppose. Yes. I think so. But oh my goodness. Oh, I see. Weird. It's like looking in the mirror. Yes, Paul. It is like looking in the mirror. Listeners, it's us. The android. It's us. It must be the other dimensional us. There's Grizzly. There's you, Comedy. There's me. And what are they doing here? I don't know, Paul. I don't know. Grizzly, any ideas?
I have no idea, but maybe it's related to episode 750.
Well, oh my god, 750 is getting closer. And it must be pretty important if they've travelled from the other dimension over here and are hiding away, observing us. The countdown's getting nearer. We need to sort this out. We need to work out what on earth is happening, or what on earth is going to happen in episode 750. It's all right, Paul. We've still got time. Yes, we've still got time. This isn't what I expected, though. I thought they were gone, back when we rescued Ick. Yes, Paul. Well, now we know. Oh dear, Grizzly, we're going to need your help.
Of course, I'm here always to help.
I wonder what we do next. I wonder what we can do. It's difficult to know when we don't even know what they're planning. But we'll find out. They don't look very pleased. You must realise what you've done, Comedy. Yes, Paul. Which could potentially make them more dangerous. Great. That's not what I was hoping you'd say. Well, oh dear. Oh look! I found the missing bag of spring rolls. We'll add something. Oh well, yes, I suppose so. Oh dear. This is food for the brain. Maybe it'll help us come up with a good plan. Comedy, get eating. Grizzly, get eating. We need to think. We need to work out what we're going to do next. Come on, ideas. Come on. Get thinking. Oh dear, Paul. Oh gosh. Has anyone got the sweet and sour sauce? I think it's over there. Oh dear. We better go, listeners. We've got to work out what we've got to do next. Oh dear.
Of the original quality, we have been unveiled. Yes, well, they still don't know what we plan to do. But soon they will. We need to make sure that the bomb explodes in time for episode 750. Yes. But Ink is still resting. He has not been exposed to all the conversations. And I thought the bomb being triggered by a word was such a clever idea. Yes, but you could not know. No. Well, we're going to have to make sure the bomb explodes. One way or another. Yes. Nothing will stop our plan. No, nothing will stop our plan. We're running out of time. Oh, yes.
Oi, that's your lot. Bye.
Oh my god!
Et voilà.